everyone, and welcome back to our last activity of the day. Before viewing this video, I hope that you watched the Brain Pot video on healthy meals. If you did not watch the Brain Pot video on healthy meals yet, I would like you to watch that first and then answer the 5 questions. That is going to help us complete our life skills worksheet today. So in the Brain Pot video, Healthy Meals, they talked about the importance of having a well-balanced meal. A well-balanced meal that included dairy, such as like your milk and your cheeses, protein, such as your chicken, turkey, beef, fish, vegetables. Vegetables could be broccoli, string beans, asparagus, fruit such as strawberry, blueberry, pineapple, and then your whole grains, which would include your breads. So you could have bread, you could have pasta, English muffin. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to create a well-balanced meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Materials that you are going to need is you're going to get the worksheet that looks like this. It has 3 circles on it, and it has what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, and what's for dinner. This worksheet is going to be found in your second packet, so the packet that we've been working on. It's going to have the title, Chef Moby Wants to Serve Well-Balanced Meals. You're also going to need a pencil, and then crayons or markers or colored pencils, anything that you have lying around. Some materials that you are going to need, I'm going to go over them, is the worksheet that's titled Chef Moby Wants to Serve a Well-Balanced Meal. You'll see 3 circles and then a place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're also going to need a pencil, and you're also going to need either crayons, markers, colored pencils, or anything that you have around the house. What we're going to do is I jotted and brainstormed some ideas of breakfast foods and drinks, lunch food and drinks, and dinner food and drinks. And then it's going to be your job is you're going to draw and write about a healthy meal that you would serve for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But let's first go over some of our brainstorm ideas. So for breakfast, some of the things that you might include could be milk, juice, orange juice, apple juice, eggs, fruit, maybe like bananas or strawberries or blueberries, or even cereal. Cereal with milk is also a well-balanced breakfast. Some food or drink items for lunch could be milk, water, having a nice salad. I know a lot of you utilize and use the salad bar at school where you could put in like tomatoes or cucumbers. Fruit, so maybe you could have cantaloupe or watermelon, pineapple. Maybe you'll have chicken or even a sandwich. You could have a turkey sandwich, a ham sandwich. And then for dinner, you might have milk or water, vegetables, so you could have corn, peas, green beans, spinach. Maybe you'll have a piece of chicken or maybe a hamburger, or even maybe some potatoes. You could have mashed potatoes or a baked potato. So those are some ideas that you could have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In the Brain Pot Junior video, they also talked about having a well-balanced meal. So making sure that you have different foods from different food groups. And they provided some examples for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I jotted down some of those examples here to help us, but you could also think of some examples on your own, and you can think about some of the things that you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So now I'm going to explain our worksheet. On your worksheet, in your plate, you're going to draw and write about a healthy meal. So on your plate, you would draw the foods that you are going to serve for breakfast, and then you're going to write those foods on the dotted line. This is where you would use your crayons, markers, or colored pencils to draw the food, and here is where you would use your pencils to write out the foods that you're serving. Same thing for lunch. On the plate, you would draw the foods that you are going to have for lunch, and also don't forget a drink, and then you're going to write those food items and the drink that you're going to have for lunch on the lines. And then last but not least, on the plate over here, you're going to draw what you're going to eat and drink for dinner, and then you're going to write the foods that you're going to eat for dinner and what you're going to drink for dinner on the lines. So this is where in the 3 plates you're going to use your colored pencils, your crayons, or your markers. And on the lines, this is where you're going to use your pencil to write the different foods. A suggestion would be is to pause the video where you can see the board, which could maybe give you some ideas, or maybe you want to use some of the ideas from the board, and then you can jot those down here and then draw your healthy dishes. Remember to include different types of foods, making sure that you have your dairy, so milk, cheese, yogurt, making sure that you have your protein, chicken, beef, hamburger, turkey, making sure that you have your different types of grains. So it could be rice, potatoes, bread, and making sure that you have your vegetables, spinach, carrots, broccoli, corn, peas, having fruit such as like strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, melon. Just making sure that you're having a nice variety for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So then when you're done completing this worksheet where you have the drawing of what you're going to have for breakfast, and then you're writing out what you had for breakfast, the drawing of what you're having for lunch, and you're going to write what you're going to have for lunch here, and then the drawing of what you have for dinner, and then what you're going to write what you have for dinner. You can take a picture of your worksheet and you can send it to me. And then I'd love to see what everyone is going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and maybe you'll even give me some ideas of what I can have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Remember, you can also pause the video here so you can view some of the things that we've brainstormed, such as food and drinks, to help you complete the worksheet. That is going to be it for today, everybody. And I will also leave the link to CNN Student News so you can view the current events. Remember, there is no school tomorrow on Wednesday. It's a day off for all of you. So I will see you all back and ready to learn on Thursday. Have a wonderful day off and see you all very soon.